Welcome back to the Vipassana channel. Today, we explore a story that strikes at the very heart of our daily struggles. It is a tale of two travelers, a rushing river, and the invisible weights we carry in our minds long after the physical world has moved on. This is the story of the two monks and the woman. Our story begins on a dusty path winding through a lush green valley. Two monks, one older, one younger, were journeying toward a distant monastery. They walked in comfortable silence, their minds focused on the rhythm of their steps and the beauty of the surrounding forest. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, the sound of rushing water grew louder. Soon, they arrived at the banks of a wide river. The recent rains had turned the gentle stream into a powerful torrent, the water swirling and foaming against the rocks. Standing by the edge of the water was a young woman. She was dressed in fine silks, her face etched with worry. She looked at the raging river and then at the monks, her eyes pleading for help. "Please," she called out over the roar of the water. "The current is too strong for me. I must get to the other side, but I am afraid I will be swept away."
The two monks looked at each other. They had taken strict vows never to touch a woman, a rule designed to help them maintain their focus and purity of mind. The younger monk immediately looked away, his jaw set, his mind fixed on the letter of the law. To him, the choice was clear. The vow must be kept at all costs. But the elder monk did something unexpected. Without saying a word, he stepped toward the woman. He knelt down, invited her to climb onto his back, and then, with steady, deliberate steps, he waded into the churning water. The younger monk watched in stunned silence. He saw the elder monk struggle against the current, his robes soaking wet, the woman clinging to his shoulders. Finally, the elder monk reached the far bank. He set the woman down gently on the dry grass. She bowed in deep gratitude and went on her way. The elder monk then waded back across, rejoined his companion, and they continued their journey. But the silence between them was no longer comfortable. It was heavy, thick with the younger monk's unspoken judgment.
1 hour passed, then 2. The younger monk's mind was a storm of indignation. He replayed the scene over and over, the touch, the breaking of the vow, the perceived betrayal of their path. Finally, unable to contain himself any longer, he blurted out, "How could you do that? We are monks. We have taken a vow never to touch a woman, and yet you picked her up and carried her on your shoulders?" The elder monk stopped walking. He turned to his younger brother with a look of profound compassion and a gentle, knowing smile. "Brother," the elder monk said softly, "I set that woman down on the bank of the river hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" The younger monk stood frozen, the weight of the realization hitting him like a physical blow. He realized that while the elder monk had performed a single act of compassion and then moved on, he had been carrying the image, the judgment, and the anger in his mind for miles. This is the essence of Vipassana. We often think that our suffering is caused by external events, by the actions of others, or by the breaking of rules. But as this story shows, the greatest burden is often the one we create within our own minds. The elder monk acted with metta, loving kindness, and then practiced upekkha, equanimity. He did what was necessary in the moment, and then let it go.
The younger monk, however, was trapped in upadana, attachment. He was attached to the rule, attached to his judgment, and attached to a past event that no longer existed. He was carrying a heavy burden that served no purpose other than to cause him distress. In our own lives, how many women at the river are we still carrying? How many past hurts, old arguments, or perceived injustices are we lugging around,
miles after the event has ended. Vipassana teaches us to observe these mental burdens. We learn to see them for what they are, mere thoughts and memories passing through the mind. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to set them down. We learn that the present moment is the only place where peace can be found. The river is behind us. The path is before us. Thank you for joining us on the Vipassana channel. May you have the wisdom to focus on what truly matters and the courage to let go of the rest. Until next time.